A few days ago, below my one of my YouTube videos, a guy asked me, "Hey man, you're giving so much of advice on bodybuilding, and how much do you lift? Okay, how much do you lift?" It's more of a guy kind of ego thing, like, "Oh, so how much do you lift, man?" So I told him over there that normally they ask how much do you bench. It's push for your chest, squat, sit and stand with the weight on your back. Deadlift is lifting the weight from the ground. So I told him full squat 225, bench press 135, deadlift 185, and what was that? The leg press 310 kilos. So after I posted that, he immediately, ha ha ha, yeah, who the fuck you trying to fool, man? Yeah, you're skinny as fuck, and this and that, he went on. So I told him, boss, you're evaluating my physique today when I'm nearly going to be 50, when I've stopped bodybuilding for years and years. I said, have a look at the wrestlers when they were in their heydays and today. I said, oh, look at professional bodybuilders when they were at the peak of their steroids and now. And you would know that, when you stop doing something, when you stop using those muscles, you lose all the gains that you've made. It can be any skill. So I said, I don't need to lie to you. You ask me a simple, straightforward question, I'll give you the answer. You want to believe, you believe. He said, that's bullshit, bro. So he told, there's no way you could have lifted all this and lose all. So I said, fine, whatever. You must have been a young chap. Because obviously I don't know what their real identity is, right? After a few days, I once again got a notification that he commented below this. He's like, fucking hell, I just saw your video about you posing and man, you were muscular. What the fuck happened and this and that. So I told him, I said, I told you this before. And he put the link of the video. He was like, man, you were big that time. What happened? How did you lose all your gains? So I told him, see, it's simple logic. If you don't exercise a muscle, it loses all its gain. And for that matter, you don't exercise or practice any skill, you lose the proficiency in that. So, and then he was like, hey, apologies, bro, respect. And I said, it's cool. So that, that kind of reminded me for this topic, this video, that this would be a good topic to speak on. Because what happens is, we all, have skills, skills that either we are born with, like a talent or a skill that we have. Now the question is, the skill that you have, are you using it? Okay, are you using that skill that you have? And if you are using it, are you developing it? How much are you investing into it? For example, in the case of young men, you tend to exercise and bodybuild or do physical activity when you're young. Most of the boys tend to do that. I'm not talking of today's social media generation. However, when you grow older, from being someone who plays games, goes to the gym, hangs out with the guys, parties whole night, goes for adventure outings, to the beach, climbs, hills and physical games, volleyball, cricket, football, whatever. From there, you suddenly move to a lifestyle where you get up in the morning, you go to the office, sit in front of a computer, and just meetings over meetings. So there's a shift in your habits. Now the muscles that you used before, you're not using. The lungs capacity decreases, the heart capacity decreases. So some people, just to keep themselves active, they still go to the gym. But it's not like how they were when they were young. Maybe your muscles can be bigger because of increasing testosterone, or you're doing muscle specific exercise and you're lifting heavy. But unless you're training for a marathon, triathlon, swimming, cycling, or some really focused activity, chances are as you grow older, you'll not be as good as when you were young. Now, this logic can be used in any area or facet of your life. You must have known people when they are in school, they study hard, they memorize. So they are focused on developing their mind. Like, these books that come out, they say you develop your neurons and, brain is still elastic or plastic or whatever the term is used. That's why children, when they're young, they can study a lot, they can learn a lot faster, they can pick up languages. They have so much of skill and talent. But as children become older, they stop using all these other areas and they start using specific areas. So the other areas, if they don't develop, like language learning skills and all that, they die out. That is why someone who goes to college or to study, after years and years of stopping their college, finds it very hard to sit and read and study and memorize. It becomes very hard. It becomes a chore. Like someone who's studying in school, when they go to college, and if they were always studying, they'll find it much more easier. But when you stop studying, you stop your college, and you go into the business world or whatever, to go back to, having those habits, very hard, very, very hard. That's why, people have shared with me, man, to sit down and read a book was hard. To sit and concentrate was hard. To memorize, I couldn't remember before. As to, if I would read one page, I would remember everything. Yeah, because you have not exercised those muscles, no? And for everything, you need to start from scratch, and you need to really work hard to develop, like they say, the neural pathways, and make it a habit. Otherwise, you're not going to succeed. That is a given. You will not succeed. No way. So now comes, the question as to which skill do you focus on, which skill do you choose to develop, which skill do you choose to ignore? Because you can't develop all the skills at the same time. There's an opportunity cost. See, before I used to focus on bodybuilding. I used to spend 2-3 hours a day. Seriously, 2-3 hours a day into bodybuilding, exercising, taking notes, supplements, nutrition, meeting people, researching on steroids, and then showing off my physique, which was again the reward mechanism. But after that, now I don't do it anymore. Today, I can go to the gym, but I ask myself, is this 2-3 hours worth it? Now, obviously, I'm not going to spend 2-3 hours in the gym. Might spend half an hour or 45 minutes or 1 hour. So I ask myself, is that worth it? Now, I'm not saying going to the gym is not worth it or doing exercise is not worth it. It is definitely worth it. Okay? I choose, I'm telling you what I choose. And, I should be going to the gym because you need muscle as a man. Because you lose mass after the age of 40, 50. Like up. So, but in my case, I've decided I'll focus on the walking. That's enough exercise for me. I know it's not the best thing, but I prefer the walking bit. Okay? The reason being is, while walking, I can make my videos. And, I kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But now, because I stopped bodybuilding, I lost all my muscles, all my gains. Everything that I had that I built for 16 years. Just imagine, 125 kilos of mass and fat and whatever. And the strength that I could lift 100, 200 kilos or whatever. I could push 300 kilos. Is all gone. Today, even to carry a shopping bag of 5 kilos, I get tired. I know, you'll say, hey, shit, man, that's bad. Well, I need to focus on other areas. The time, effort, energy, creativity is focused on making these videos, on serving my clients, on researching my brands, on studying, on reading, on maybe, doing other things which I enjoy. So you also have to really ask yourself, what are the areas of your life you want to focus on, and what do you want to give up on? Because you can't have the cake and eat it, like they say. Like maybe when you're young, you would spend a lot of time with your friends. But once after you're married and you have kids, okay, maybe you can call them over for a barbecue and all that. But there's only so many barbecues you can call them and so many outings you can go together, right? At some point, you're even going to stop going for the outings and you'll be like, oh, I'm busy. I have to go for their school day, talent day. I have to go and, study, and yeah, I have to learn, or I have to go to office. I have to spend time with my child. I have to spend time with my wife. Priorities take over, yeah. So you need to, think, what are you going to spend your time, effort, energy on? That's why as you get older, time is the most important, valuable resource. So remember, I'll give one final example. I've been a competitive speaker who spoke on stage in front of like 1,000. The highest I think was 2,000 or 3,000 people. Okay. I used to debate. I used to take part in various competitions. I took part in a lot of Toastmaster competitions. But today, it has been, the last I can remember was age of 36? Yeah, I think last. Now I'm 47? I have not been on stage. I've not spoken in front of 2,000 people or 3,000. Not spoken competitively. Do I think I'll be as good as I was? I don't know. But I can definitely say that even though the foundations are there, because I put nearly 20, 30 years of work into it. 20 years, sorry. The foundation will be there, but the ring rust, like they say. I'll maybe not be as sharp as before. Maybe I'll fumble. Maybe I've not evolved. Maybe I can even be better. I don't know. But competitively, no way. Competitively, I'll be thrashed. In a debate, I'll get my ass handed over to me. But maybe in connecting with the audience, I might be a little better because I'm more mature. But if you look at it from the point of view of communicating and connecting with people, the reason why I'm confident I'm better is because today on YouTube, I'm able to connect to a lot of people, which before I was more interested to impress people. That's why I tell people, don't impress, express. And today I don't try to put on energy. Hi, how are you doing, man? And if you see my olden videos, just try to see the oldest videos on YouTube. See, hey, hi, how are you doing, man? I'm trying to make it like a showbiz. I'm trying to focus on the accent, focus on the presentability, focus on the style, the delivery. Today, I'm more focused on the content. And lo and behold, it works much better. So, I focused on one area. I ignored the other areas. So, same way you have to ask yourself, what are the skills you want to focus on? And what are the skills you are willing to let go? But always keep in mind, for any skill, you have to dedicate time, effort, money, passion, obsession, even mentoring, Otherwise you can't succeed here. So, I'll just conclude by giving you this. You choose and decide what you wish to focus on and what you wish to let go. Because you can't be good at every single thing. And you'll obviously say, oh, how do I evaluate what is important? I would say focus on what is helping you right now, at this moment, what would give you the greatest benefit, while keeping in mind the future. Don't be so future focused, and don't try to rest on your laurels of the past. Remember, the world is evolving, people are changing, and if you don't grow and get out of your comfort zone, you'll not survive. So yeah, if you don't focus on developing a skill or muscle or a skill, or a trait that you have, it'll eventually die out. So whether it's typing, whether it's chess, whether it's public speaking, whether it's, I don't know, dating, exercising, whatever, you don't use it, you lose it. All right? But like I said, I'm focusing on what matters now. Making money, my personal brand, providing value to customers, being a family man, and growing more of this rather than this. All right? You guys take care. Comment down below. This is me signing off.